Hey guys, happy Monday. Earl here with another episode of The Breakdown. So today I'm going to go over a project we completed last week in a condo lobby. We cover multiple areas here. So let's start with the main entrance lobby, the foyer lobby. Then we have the concierge desktops onto the grand staircase, the main lobby, and elevators. And along the way, there's some connecting hallways that we also take care of, as well as the upper landing. So let me set the stage for you and kind of understand what we're working on. This is about a 4 or 5 day project for us. And normally a project like this starts, we get on site around 9 o'clock, get our stuff ready, and we wait till about 10 o'clock until we start our service when the residents are mainly in their homes. And we work till about 5 a.m. We start cleaning up around 5 a.m. before people start coming down, letting their pets out and things like that. And so this time of night, we get the most amount of time to work on the floor where we're a minimal disruption to the building. So now that you see what we're working on, what are we doing to this lobby? Well, as you can see in the pictures and videos, we are working on marble flooring. Over time, the marble wears out. You get scratch marks, etch marks, staining, scuff marks, and dulling of the floor. So the service type we're performing is what's called a full restoration to a high polish. And in this particular building, we do this place once or twice a year. Some areas are once a year. The high traffic areas are twice a year. So we're doing condo lobby, full restoration on a marble floor and staircase, and concierge countertops. And a project like this is roughly anywhere from $6,000 to $7,000, just depending on how intricate we have to go and how bad the damage is. For a place like this, though, there's really not much heavy damage because we've been doing this place for 5 years now. Okay, so now let's get into the process. What is a full restoration? A full restoration, when it comes to natural stone, is referring to the wet sanding process using diamond abrasives. So basically diamond sandpaper. And if we sand a surface, one sandpaper at a time, just like wood, you go from your lowest grits to your highest grits to achieve that smooth finish. So there's 3 main steps when it comes to a natural stone restoration. The grind step is all the lower steps, can be 2, 3, 4 steps. And the grinding step really addresses all the damage, all the scratches from shoes, heels, debris, coffee that spills, anything acidic. So the grinding process removes all that and smoothens it back out. The next step is the honing. Honing brings the color back of the stone. And that could be anywhere from 2 to 4 steps, again, depending on how much damage we had to remove from the prior grinding steps. After the honing process is the polishing. And that's another 2 or 3 steps to achieve a high polish on the stone. And sometimes we end that with a paste polish or a crystallizer type of product. So altogether, those 3 steps, grind, hone, polish, can be anywhere from 9 to 12 consecutive sanding steps. I know it seems like a lot, and it is. So it's just takes a lot of time, patience, and an experienced hand to perform these seamlessly. And as you can see, the kind of areas we're working on, sometimes we can't get it all done in one night from start to finish. So oftentimes, let's say we grinded it, we finish at the end of the honing steps. And that's the night of the shift that we can work before we have reach our cutoff time. So from there, we have to stop, clean up, and leave the place functional, and then we come back the next night to continue the process until we give them a finished product. So after this whole process of grinding, honing, polishing, we dry it out, buff it out, clean it up, and then we seal the stone to protect it from permanent staining. The most important part of this job afterwards is the post cleanup. So after it's sealed, we wipe everything down. Because think about this wet sanding process. It's makes a mess. It can get pretty dirty. And so the post cleanup after every night of service is very important so that we don't leave the place looking messy. I personally like a clean job site, even though we're not finished with the project, we're in the middle of it. I still like to leave it clean and presentable so it does not disrupt the function of the building in the next day. So now I'm going to take you some videos of these processes, and you could see it's for the staircase. I've done this staircase myself, and we normally split this staircase in two. You'll see us spraying some water down and taking the machine, going over it back and forth. This is the steps on the stairs. There's other machinery that can be used doing these stairs, for example like a smaller floor machine. The problem with that is you run the risk of the machine slipping off the stair tread and creating damage. So for me, in doing these steps, I prefer to do them by hand. I have a lot more control with the tool, and it gets into tighter spaces. So as you can see here, we go all the way down, down and up, back and forth, and we're sanding it. These particular steps is about a 9-step process to get to the end product. So we do this from top to bottom 9 times. And this is the grand staircase, and I've done this job myself. In fact, the very first year I did this staircase myself, and the client was very happy with it. So now you see here, here's another video. This is after the grinding, honing, and polishing. You'll see a gentleman here. This is Andre, one of our team members. He's performing a post cleanup. What he has there, he's using a vapor steamer. That's an industrial vapor steamer that shoots live steam at 330 degrees. So in this process, we pre-spray it with our trademark cleaner, agitate it, scrub it, and now he's just rinsing it off with the steam and wiping it down, getting all that residue off to show the true shine of the stone. Okay, see that there? All right. So now that gives you a general idea of what we do to these stairs. When we do a foyer lobby or the main lobby here, we're using a bigger machine. So basically a hand tool that spins that way. You see the hand tool we're using there to go over the sanding process. Whether it's a hand tool or a 17 or a 20 inch or a 30 inch machine, they all serve the same purpose. They're all just a tool that holds the abrasive and creates the circular pattern in order for the sandpaper to sand the floor down. So they're just different tools. They all serve the same function, whether they're big or small. So on countertops, we do that with a hand tool. On the floors, we do it normally with a 17 or 20 inch floor machine. On the bigger lobbies, we use a 30 inch machine, planetary head, 6 drivers. I know it's kind of technical and boring. However, my point is they all do the same thing. They all spin, they all hold the diamond abrasive in order for us to get to where we're starting till the end product. Let me take you through a final walkthrough now. So as you can see here, this is the final product. You can see the staircase, you can see the countertop there. Let's walk through the lobby, some of these hallways. So the next time you walk through the lobby, look at the floor. Does it look like this? Or is the shape of it not as good as this? So no matter how bad a floor is, we can always improve it close to what people would say a new looking appearance. I never make that claim because I know we cannot refinish stone on site the way it's refinished in the factory. However, it does look very good. And the beauty of natural stone is we can always restore that finish unless you neglect it for 10 plus years and you allow it to permanently stain, in which case the only way to get off those deep stainings is by replacing it. So we do a lot of this kind of work in the downtown areas, any lobby really, residential lobby for condo buildings. It's very common for us to do this work at night. So if you have any questions, visit our website below or send us an email, give us a call. My name is Earl. You can reach me, I believe, extension 102. If you have any questions for me, give us a call. I'll be more than glad to answer your questions. So with that, here's the last picture of kind of like a pic collage I put together of this project. I like it. I like looking back at my work and reflecting on what we've done to the surface and how we help maintain it. So with that said, here's your episode of The Breakdown. I'm Earl from CSI. Any questions, call us. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.